Stephanie Coyman, Sun Hills Drive. I've been a resident for quite some time. I came out here with my family when I first got married, before the King Freeway was built, desiring to live in Norco because of its unique rural atmosphere. I searched cities high and low in the IE and found there's a lot of horse property areas, but none that I can find unless someone can tell me that you can jump on your horse and ride out your front and have your way with the trails. I came here tonight because I was a little concerned. Someone can correct me, I think it was a month or so ago, I was at a meeting. I got alerted. I'm a realtor in the local area. A couple things that we can't define. Some of you talked about some of your buildings. You don't have a problem going to planning. That's all fine, but if you were coming into Norco, you probably want to know what you can do and what you can't do. And if we can't define that, that would be a concern. I personally already have my rural area established. I'm grateful for that, but it does concern me that some of this bill is not laid out. Some of you were not. Matter of fact, most of this room was not at the meeting a month or so ago. And here in Horsetown, USA, we could not define a true barn. And for those of you that have horses, I think you might want to be concerned with that. And if we couldn't spell out what a true barn would be acceptable for a two-stall barn, I would be real concerned with what this bill has. I think all of you here work a lot of hard hours. I've seen a lot of you get involved in the community. I have no doubt that you guys can come together, but I think we need to evaluate what we have proposed on the table, and I hope that we all get level-headed and make sure that us that have the animals and want to keep it, that we get to keep it the way that it needs to be kept, and not with provisions that are going to allow the other people to come in and take the rights away. And that's my concern, and that's what brought me out tonight. If that proposal is spelled out and it is truly going to hold the ruleness, I'm all for it. But if it's not decided and we can change it later, I'm real concerned, and I hope all of you too, especially the ones that are horses. Thank you.
Followed by Jim Sarson.
I haven't been to as many planning commission and council meetings as Catterbury Street, but I've been to enough to be able to tell you that this has not been rushed through. I'm a relative newcomer in Norco compared to some of you. I've only been here almost 14 years. But I was able to move here and raise my 3 children here with animal keeping in a rural environment. What a rich cultural experience for all of us. My dad told me just today, he never thought, coming from LA County, that I'd be the family farmer. I am the Aunt Nene with the ranch, like the other woman who said these nieces and nephews get to come out and have the kind of experience that they cannot have in South Pasadena or Glendale or Orange County. We have something very special here. We have what we have due to the efforts of honorable men and women who preserved and fought for this and have stiff spines that fought for this before we got here. What a blessing, and I'm grateful for their diligence and their courage and their forthrightness. It's our turn to follow in their footsteps, and with all due respect to council, it's your turn tonight. This is a vote very clearly for animal keeping. No vote is against our core values. You need to stiffen your spine or grow one if you don't have one, and do the right thing. You need to protect our animal keeping and make sure that we live up to our brand name, which is Horsetown, USA.
I wish I had Roy write a speech for me. His was really good. I've listened to everybody talking and tallying up the no votes. People against it, I got 7. I want to add my list of yes votes. And I think you guys are really, I'm in favor of this ordinance 100%. We need over 7.
We'll take a short 10-minute break.
You know, I've heard, I just can't believe what I'm hearing here tonight. The hill people, the flatlanders, the wolf people. I thought we all were all Norcos. All of us. This is an animal keeping community. We're all aware of it. We've all spoken. Nobody's trying to take away anybody's animal keeping rights. It's about doing the right thing. And I think you need to take this back to the plate and retweak it. I think it's not right. It's just about making more money for the city. I oppose this. Take it back and tweak it and make it right. Thank you.
Almost 9 o'clock, as customary, we always take a short break at 9 and
cookies and I don't like having my back to too many people. I feel a bit like my grandson one time we were playing Scrabble and got up and left the table. And I said, "Why are you leaving?" He said, "All the good words have already been taken." Tonight, watching the turnout, I was floored. I was awed by it. And everything that I wanted to say, Mr. Godfrey said more eloquently than I could ever say. But I did notice some things. I noticed in this town before. We said Pledge of Allegiance tonight to the flag. At the rodeo on Saturday night, I would really not like to be the guy sitting down when the flag rode by us. I don't know if you really have any idea, but that's unusual, not just in California, but in the entire world, in the entire United States. We are unique. We're different. You know, the only thing that we're trying to decide here tonight is to get people to do the right thing. Now, why do we have to put that down in writing? I don't really know, but I do know that if we would all do the right thing, we wouldn't have needed the 10 Commandments. We wouldn't have needed a written constitution for our country. We wouldn't need laws that say, don't steal, don't kill, because everybody would do the right thing. But since not everybody will do the right thing, then we have to write down some things to ensure they do, so that the rest of us can live a reasonably safe and happy life. Many people talk about why I moved to Norco. I moved for the same reason. My horse moved me here. I didn't move here. My wife didn't move me here. She doesn't ride horses. My horse moved me here. I discovered an entire brand new world. My heroes have always been cowboys, and I've always wanted to be one. This town is so unique that when I describe it to other people, they smile, they laugh, they say, "You don't really have dirt sidewalks." And I said, no, we don't. We have a horse trail. Now, in the last meeting, there was some person that was talking about our lifestyle.
Time's up, Larry.
Is it really?
Yes, sir.
One last thing. I said a lot of unpleasant things to Mr. Swindell and a bunch of emails I wrote this last week. I'd just like for him to know I'm in every damn one.
Thank you, Kevin, for reminding me that this is my right, but I've known that for a long, long time. But thanks for reminding me. Anyway,
especially you, Harvey Sullivan. I address you specifically because I feel you're the only elected official up there that treats his constituents with unbiased relations, quite different from your peers, who favor their club friends, relatives, arts affiliates, bully followers, and maybe even their mother-in-law. I want to thank you for your support for the real Chamber of Commerce, fair, Valley Fair, your loyalty to the ones who have every disadvantage. We started with dirt, dust, no bleachers, bills from last year, bills from the year before because of mismanagement, because of unethical lawsuits, and density of people in the crowds that were misinformed, that didn't realize that because almost $60,000 was removed from the chamber for lawsuits and litigation, that's why we fell behind. But I want all of you to know, every single one of you know in this building, that we are repaying every person we owe. If I have to leave behind the chamber the money to pay the legal bills. Okay. I also wish to thank sincerely the 4 other councilmen for not sticking your nose in our fair. I attribute our success to just that. I really, truly do. The fact that we don't have to come to you and beg and kiss your feet and allow you to honor our books, loan us blood money, or even welcome you to any of our events makes me very happy.